What is going on, Tentacle? My name is Billy the Squid, and today I want to talk about the color purple because it is not only my favorite color in the world, it is also the color of my favorite covenant in all of Dark Souls. That's right, we are going to talk about the Mound Makers today. Recently, I did a YouTube poll asking y'all what your favorite covenants in the Souls series was, and surprisingly, the Mound Makers didn't do as horrible as I thought they would, but they were definitely not where I feel like they should be because...
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like, your opinion, man.
While the other Covenant types are very much enjoyable in their own ways, the Mound Maker involves all of them into one conglomeration of a unit.
Fusion! Ha!
Whoa, it worked!
Whenever you think of Mound Makers, you think of Mad Phantoms, and madness is just another phrase for freedom of choice, in my opinion. And behind me, you have Chase the Bro showing a little bit of what the Mound Makers are all about. Link to his channel will be down below. But let's get into it real quick. Let's dive deep into what a Mound Maker is, and let's talk about why Elden Ring, I think, would benefit greatly from having a covenant along these lines within the game. So the Mound Maker's Covenant is a unique Dark Souls 3 covenant that combines both cooperation and invasions, PvP and PvE, into one mesh to do whatever they want with. That is right, the Mad Phantoms of the Mound Makers have several choices in how they can do their duties. To be able to get vertebra shackles in the Mound Maker's Covenant, you do need to participate in PvP, so it is primarily a PvP-based covenant. But how you get those vertebra shackles is, you know, flexible, to say the least. You can either get invaded in like you normally would, or you can be summoned in through a white sign soapstone as a Mad Phantom cooperator. Once you're in the host world, it is up to you to figure out how you are going to want to get those vertebra shackles. You can go through with the host, kill off enemies if you get summoned in on a white sign soapstone, and help them just like any jolly cooperator would. You could, say, protect them from other invaders coming into your world.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Or you can backstab the host if you wish and get a vertebra shackle just like that.
Sounds like a plan.
On the other side of the coin, if you invade into a host world, the enemies won't attack you, so that is a good benefit, but you also have the flexibility to do whatever you want in that world as well. You can either kill the host off, get a vertebra shackle just like any red phantom would, or you can go and kill either friendly cooperator phantoms or other invading phantoms, and once you hit so many of those, boom, vertebra shackle done, and you are out of there. The Mound Makers are the purest form of flexibility in Dark Souls 3 PvP, and it is a damn shame that they did not rate higher on that poll that I put, because they genuinely do everything. They have jolly cooperation, they have invasions, they have invasion protection. It is all as you see fit. So I think at this point it should be fairly obvious why I enjoy this covenant. The flexibility that it offers can be found nowhere else in any of the Dark Souls covenants up until the Mound Makers came out, and as far as we know right now, no such covenant exists in Elden Ring as of yet. We know very little about the covenants in Elden Ring, so I'm very hopeful that something along these lines will be there.
You know nothing.
But I just want to go into exactly why Elden Ring needs something like this. There is a certain joy in the flexibility of either invading in or being summoned as a purple phantom in Dark Souls 3, and I feel like Elden Ring, it will be an even greater joy. You have the ultimate flexibility to do whatever you want, and on the other side of the coin, the hosts have the flexibility to either trust you or fight you. They can do whatever they want with you, just like you can do whatever you want with them. It is a mutual either love or hatred for one another that makes this covenant so interesting, because you can be summoned in off of a soapstone and the host can instantly turn on you, maybe with a few phantoms, and that's why they did it right in Dark Souls 3 and making it so that whenever you're summoned in, you don't just pop up where your soapstone is. You come in at an invader point. So you are far enough away from wherever the hosts and stuff are, so you can kind of gauge roughly what they want with you and what you want with them. They can kind of eyeball it. But there's always that chance. There's always that slight chance that betrayal could be in the air. You could have a Game of Thrones style backstab coming right at you. Top 10 anime betrayals are the norm when it comes to the Mound Makers on both sides of the field. And at the end of the day, vertebra shackles are the goal at mind, and to do that, you gotta participate in PvP somehow. And with the open world structure of Elden Ring, I feel like this kind of a give and take could be a lot of fun, and the high risk, high reward nature of it could be a lot more fun than anything Dark Souls 3 could have offered. Typically, whenever you either invade in or get summoned in on a stone as a Mound Maker, if you want to go the Phantom route to get your vertebra shackles, you have to kill so many Phantoms, 2, 3. It can go quite a while, and you could become a host's best friend. You could be their sole defender, and honestly defend them better than a lot of the blue Phantoms ever could.
What? Did we just become best friends?
Yep!
Because once a blue Phantom kills one red, they're gone. You can kill up to 3 red invaders as a Mound Maker and completely run a host through an entire area. It is entirely possible, and the best thing is you can do this off of a stone or off of invasions. Whenever you get invaded by a Mound Maker, you don't know what they're going to do. You don't know if they are going to kill off every other invader that comes through, or if they're going to turn on you and your party the second they get the chance. And that is a beautiful thing, because honestly, I feel like a lot of purple invaders don't know what they are specifically going to do once they get into a world either. And they have the flexibility to be able to change that on a dime. Say you and a host are running through a world, and they, for some reason, have the dried finger item turned on. They get invaded by 2 different red Phantoms, boom. Instant turn on that host, fuck that guy. Get him.
Fuck that guy!
But on the other side of the coin, say you invade in on a host that has 2 friendly Phantoms with them, and they are fighting invaders. Hey, I can fight invaders too, you know what I mean? It does not force you into a bad situation. Now, if the host turns on you, obviously, fuck them, but it gives you the option to play both sides of the fence, and honestly, you can interchange those as you see fit. You might come in with an invader advantage and try to kill off the host's Phantoms or the host themselves. Say they kill off a few of your red invaders and they summon in a few more friendlies. Well, you know what? I can play friendly now too. Sorry guys, didn't mean it. It was a prank, bro.
Oh hey there young lad, what are you up to? Ouch, what are you doing? It's just a prank, bro.
This flexibility needs to be in Elden Ring, especially with the fact that world bosses are a thing. I feel like there could be a lot of fun from both sides of the fence with the Mound Maker's Covenant. And honestly, some of the Mad Phantoms are some of my favorite summons to bring into these kinds of games. That added, like, uneasiness about summoning in a purple Phantom makes both the co-op experience and the invading experience a lot more interesting, and it's a type of interesting that you don't get with any other type of Covenant. Whenever you summon in a Mound Maker Phantom, it could go several different ways, or the situation could change on a dime. And I know I'm beating a dead horse here by saying that flexibility is fun, but in my opinion, it is some of the most fun that you can have in the PvP scene, just not knowing what's going on. The fun part about Invasions is the unknown of what you are getting into, and with the Mound Makers, it just adds another little gear to that machine that is the invasion system, and something that I feel like will be sorely missed if it is not included in Elden Ring. What do you all think about the Mound Makers? Do you enjoy using the Mound Makers as your primary invading or co-op Covenant? Do you enjoy summoning in Mound Makers to help you or potentially stab you in the back? Let me know down in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit a like. If you dislike the video, dislike it, and maybe subscribe to the channel if Dark Souls and Elden Ring are your bag, baby, because we're going to be doing a lot more of that content coming up very soon. But until then, Tentacrew, much love, take care, bye-bye.